all is good. So grab your mat. You got a couple minutes. Hi, Madison. Little kiddos in there. I'm gonna sweep my little area, and then we're gonna set up. So, how's everybody doing this morning? Happy Saturday morning. I hope you're well in our lovely quarantine. This is class for me number 42 in a row. Today's class number 42. So I'm just going to move my shade situation around a little bit because I don't want to be directly in the sun. This is going to change. So let me just scoot this back. There we go. And then I get my mat. And I'll be in and out of the shade there, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. All right. Good morning, Scott Morgan. Let's see, I just need to do one more little thing, and then I think we're good to go. But get prepared, folks. Get prepared for a nice hour and a half, 90 minutes. 90 minutes of yoga? What? Oh my gosh. Just like going to a yoga studio. Let's see. I can see that. Good here. We got a good angle. I got to check these things for our Instagram friends. All right. Yes, from Moscow. I love it. Welcome. Let me just shut this down here a bit at least. Otherwise I'll hear that. But you know, the truth is, I think that's good. I just need one more little thing, and then we'll start in a minute. You can talk amongst yourselves. Let's see. All right, everybody. I'm looking for something that I can use to block. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Friends, sometimes when it gets too hot, the phones die. So they need to be blocked by the shade. So there we go. They are officially blocked by the shade. All right. Let's see. All right. Welcome, everybody. All right. And we're live. Yes, we are. Saturday morning. Thanks, Lou. Look at you, Lou. Appreciate that. Hope everyone's all right there in Philadelphia. Lou. All right, you guys. So here we go. Saturday morning. Excuse me. I'm good. Saturday morning flow, 90 minutes. We're going to cruise through 90 minutes. I might have to move this shade here a little bit once in a while, but it should be okay. Let's see, 90-minute flow. We're going to go through some sun salutations, and then we're going to get into some stronger stuff like we normally do, some standing poses, some arm balances, some core, and have a good time going through it. So thank you very much for joining, wherever you're joining from, whenever you're joining from. So I know that people are tuning in all over the place, which is fantastic. I love it. It's such an honor and a pleasure to be able to share the yoga practice with you, which has been, for me, something that's totally changed my life and enhanced my life in so many great ways. So I'm excited to be here with you. So let's go ahead and begin. With all that said, let's go ahead and begin. Start with your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your palms together. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Start breathing in and out of the nose. Couple breaths. That's my wife's smoothie that's happening right now. So just take a moment here, set your intention. An intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen, whatever kind of makes sense for you. And you add a deeper meaning to your breath and your movements. And that could be, again, like I said, just to release stress or heal or strengthen. Could be to manifest something, could be to let go of something, whatever it is for you that makes sense, that adds that deeper meaning. Nice deep breath. Lock that intention into your bones. And then drop your head over to your right side. Easy neck stretch. Or left, it doesn't matter. We're going to do both sides. If I say right and you're doing left, it's fine. You just switch sides. But a nice, good, smooth, even breaths here, in and out of the nose. And then switch sides, same thing. Excuse me. Good. And then drop the arms from there. Make a few circles with the head, one direction. Good. Opposite direction. I didn't have time to put the tent up. We were running around with the kids. So I'm going to be in and out of the shade situation here. Hopefully I won't burn to a crisp. It's not that hot today, which is nice. Good. Back to the center, some shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. We just take these first kind of, I would say, 20 minutes or so to warm up. And touch each area in the body. So we kind of make sure how the shoulders feel. They feeling tight, they feeling stiff, maybe, maybe not. Opposite direction. Good. All right, and then go ahead and take the arms up, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms up to the ceiling and stretch. So here I like to straighten the arms, and I like to make sure that I'm isolating the shoulders here, shoulders and upper back, as opposed to kind of, if you're tighter, you're going to sink the hips forward maybe a little bit like this and sink into the lower back. So avoid the lower back if you can, and engage the abdomen slightly. And I use this analogy a lot, but you want to think about your pelvis as a teacup that's full of tea. And if you're tilting it forward, like that, it looks like from the side, then you're going to spill tea forward. And then vice versa, if you're tucking it too much, then you're going to spill tea back. So in all the standing poses, you want to see if you can create that level teacup. Fold over to one side, stretch. Side stretch here, breathing. Yes, Madison?
Did you change Liam's diaper when you put him down for sleep?
No, I did not.
Oh. Well, Mommy.
Switch sides.
Diaper.
She does. Yeah. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Come over, stand here, because then they will be able to see you. Then they can say, they say hi, everyone. Say thanks for doing yoga with us.
Thanks for doing yoga.
Back to the center and then fold forward. This is Madison, everybody, just in case you didn't know. Hang forward here, relax and breathe. Madison, how old are you?
4.
4 years old, right? 4 years old.
Why did you bring these blocks out?
Well, I brought the blocks because sometimes people have blocks at home, and when they're practicing yoga, I can give them a little tip and tell them how to use the blocks. And some people don't have blocks, but the people who do, it's nice to use them sometimes. Does that work?
Yeah. Maybe a little.
Maybe a little bit. Clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders, and breathe. So drop the head down, stretch. Softening and breathing. And we're going to do that little sway. So we kind of sway side to side. while you have your shoulder stretch, kind of add a deeper hamstring stretch. So one side to the other. Obviously, as you sway to the right, straighten the right leg. As you sway to the left, straighten the left leg. And they may not straighten, depending on you and your body, but the idea is to get a deeper stretch on one side. All right. A couple more. Very good. All right, back to the center. One more breath. Give it a good stretch. And then release the arms. We're going to turn to the side. So turn open to the side here, and we're going to bend. I just got to switch my angle here for you guys because it's not going to work if you can't see the whole thing. So from here, what I want you to do is bend over to one knee, and you're stretching the inner thigh. So I'm bending over to my right, you stretching the inner thigh on the left. And you just breathe and sink into that stretch if you can. Sink in there. And of course, I make my announcement about these classes, so I'm happy to totally loving doing these classes, live streaming, but also, you know, this is done in support of or in hopes that we can continue our studio. So if you are, switch sides, if you are in the position to donate, then please do. And you can go to 5pointyoga.com. There's a couple ways to do it there, or you can just Venmo me directly at Teddy McDonald. But of course, if you're not in the financial position, everybody's world seems to be all over and the place. And if you're not, don't worry. I want this to be here for you, for us to be able to stay sane and healthy and happy and physically fit and sound. Switch sides again. If you can, support us, support our studio, support me and our teachers. And if not, that's okay too. Thank you very much for showing up. So this time we're going to add a little twist. From here, support the body with for me it's my left arm, and then I'm twisting here, right? Big twist and turn. And once you got the twist happening and you reached your maximum twist, then drop that arm behind you. Lengthen the upper body and twist it a little bit more. Good, one more nice big inhale, twist and turn, and then switch sides. Same thing, other side. So lengthen, remember first thing, that knee's bent, strong leg, so you're stretching the inner thigh, lengthen the upper body, twist and turn up. Good. Once you've got that going for a few moments, then you can drop that arm back behind you. Lengthen the upper body, twist and turn, and breathe. Good, one more breath, give it a good stretch, twist. All right, and then release it. Come on back to the center, walk the feet together, back to the front of your mat. Let's roll up, abdomen really strong, slowly rolling all the way up. Nice big inhale, lift the arms up. And then fold all the way down, forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back to plank pose, top of a push-up from here. Top of a push-up, hold it. A few breaths. Good, abdomen strong, breathing deep. So remember, this is a stronger class, 90 minutes, stronger class. So if we do anything that is a little bit more challenging or a little bit beyond your level, then make sure you modify. Make sure you modify, make sure you skip things if you need to. From here, abdomen strong, and make a few circles in your wrists and your shoulders. Breathing. It's a little core exercise, but also opens up the wrists a little bit, opens up the shoulders a bit. Now, opposite direction, so we go about 3 to 5 times in each direction here. Good. And then push-ups if you can, 5 times, lower halfway, press back up. Halfway down, press back up. Keep that going. 2 more. 1 more. Good, then drop to the knees. Cat and cow tilts from here. So as you inhale, lift the heart up, arch the spine. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the heart, arch the spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the back. Keep it going. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So our guy slept mostly through the night, not quite fully, almost. A couple more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale, round. Good. And then back to neutral. Lift the feet up, side to side. So shoulder and hip together one side, shoulder and hip together other side. This is kind of a nice little thing to break open some stiffness in the spine. So in your spine you have your discs and then you have your vertebrae, right? So the vertebrae are the bones and the discs are what are in between each of the vertebrae. And sometimes, you know, the discs are little muscles, but they're also wrapped in fascia. And sometimes it can get stiff, right? A lot of people have stiff back. So we do these kinds of movements to help sort of pulse some blood and lymph and fluid through there in hopes that, well, not even in hopes, it's definitely going to create a better, healthier spine for you. Good. Back to downward facing dog. So come on up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And downward facing dog, just to start, make sure the fingers are spread, the palms are flat. I always walk my feet a little closer together and take the first moment and stretch the back leg. So bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. Good, then switch sides, stretch. I know that some people are easing up their lockdown, and some people are still in it like us. We're for sure still in ours for 2 more weeks. But wherever you are, whatever's happening, you know, for the next hour and 15 minutes, go ahead and straighten both legs. Let's just practice some yoga. Up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Sun salutation A, we'll do 3 rounds. Arms up, inhale. Lean back, folding down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale and step back. So we take it in stages. First one, the easiest way, is step back, drop the knees down, keep the elbows in all the way to the mat. Gentle cobra pose, and then downward facing dog. So you reverse it and go back, and that's the easy way to do it, easier way to do it. If you're newer and you're just kind of getting into this whole vinyasa flow thing, and then up on the toes again, walk softly to the hands, extend your spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale, all the way up as you inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. So that was 1. We got 2 more to go. This one, we're gonna jump back. So it'll be a little bit more challenging. Arms up, inhale. But of course, you have the option to step back, fold down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. You can step back or you can jump. And then roll over the toes. Upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. So that's a big difference, a lot harder. And that second one, do the best you can here, breathe. So down dog also, fingers spread, palms flat, lifting the tailbone, breathing deep. Good, up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. Extending the spine as you inhale, folding as you exhale, all the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. So one more time. I'll let you choose, and I'll give you an option to go even a little bit harder. Arms up, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step or jump back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And then maybe the extra chaturanga. Downward facing dog. So typically if we're going to probably throw in some handstands later, but if we're going to do a heavy arm balance practice or heavy handstand practice, I typically won't do that little extra chaturanga. Although, as we learned yesterday, sometimes I forget and it's a little bit of a habit. But right leg up this time. Take the right leg up behind you. Lift it up there. Breathe. Drop into that left heel so you're stretching the back of the left leg. Breathing deeply. Abdomen strong. That's one thing too about the yoga practice is you want to definitely be thinking about your midsection and your abs. You want to start connecting all these different muscle groups. Abdomen strong. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, and then lift it back and up. Forward knee to your left side, left elbow, and back and up. And then forward up to your right side. Back and up from there, all the way forward to the hands. Here would be an opportunity for your blocks if you had them. You straighten the front leg, flex the foot, all right? And bend the knee, drop the hips down. So if you don't need the blocks, you're on the fingertips. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. We're going to take this a little deeper. So inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. We're going to do our external rotation and our internal rotation on this leg. So inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now the next time you straighten the leg, roll to the outside of the heel. Roll to the outside of the heel, you're going to feel it more on the outside of the hamstrings. And then bend the knee 3 times like that. Straighten. So it should feel different than just keeping the legs straight. Good, one more. Yeah. All right, now internal rotation. So this is where you go inside of the heel. You got to move your hips to your right a little bit, and that's more inside. And that's tight. Good, same thing. Good, back to the center. Same thing. Let's do one more because that's really tight. All right. And now a couple down the middle. So it should feel a little bit more open there. One more. Great. And then warrior 1. Turn the back foot flat down. Come up to warrior 1. Holding warrior 1. Breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Ujjayi breath, that's Ujjayi breath, that relaxed throat. Good, and then from here, clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, shoulders back, take a big inhale. And then fold down forward as you exhale, dropping the head down, stretch it. Stretching the hips, stretching the shoulders, a couple more breaths. And then come on back up, warrior 1, inhale. Good, hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Remember, easy or medium or more challenging. And back to downward facing dog. Good, pause there. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it an extra big stretch, and then take your left leg up behind you. Hold it up there, breathe. We didn't do this on the other side, but you can open the hip, bend the knee, get a little side stretch. We'll do more of it so you get both sides. Good, back to the center. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. And then lift it back and up. And forward knee to your right side. I'll twist, squeeze, lift it back and up. Forward up to your left side. Back and up. and then all the way forward to the hands. Pause there. Grab those blocks again if you need them. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips down. And again, it's all an exploration through your body. So, depending on how you're feeling, where you have tightness, keep bending and straightening here. A couple more rounds. That's what you definitely want to feel. Feel what it feels like in there, right? You're just making yourself operate better by doing this more often and consistently, right? Now we're going to do the external rotation. So external rotation with the outside of the foot, and then bend the knee, sink the hips down. External rotation, bend the knee, sink down. External rotation, bend the knee, and then internal rotation. So now it's the inside of the heel, hips move to the left, and then bend the knee. Inside of the heel, hips turn to the left. Bend the knee. Inside of the heel, hips turn to the left. Bend the knee. And then a few times down the middle again. Hopefully noticing a bit more space in there. Because here's what happens as we age. And if you're not aging, then I really need to talk to you. But if you're anything like the rest of us human beings, each day is one day further away from the day of our birth. Let's just say that. Turn the back foot flat, come up to warrior one. And we have to take care of ourselves, right? I mean, I want to last at least until I'm 150 if I can. So I need to take care of myself. I still got 100 years to go. So a little bit more than 100 years to go, but I think I'm in a good position to get there so far. So if you're interested, join me. Clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up. Pull the shoulders back and down. Breathe deep. One more inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Dropping the head down, sinking into that front knee, stretching the shoulders, breathing deep. I figure if I shoot for 150 and I make it to 100, I'll be pretty good. So considering my dad died when he was 68 and my mom died when she was 63. Well, one more breath, big stretch. And then come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale, leg back, vinyasa, lower down, upper body up, shoulders back, and then downward facing dog, maybe the extra chaturanga. Good, hold it here, breathe, fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Now we're gonna move through our vinyasas, right? Up on the toes when you're ready. You can walk softly or you can jump forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch. Chair pose from here, bend the knees, reach the arms up, hold it. We'll hold 30 seconds. I think am I getting to the point where I can switch that. So you guys keep holding there. I think I can probably do this here. Good, 15 more seconds. Sorry. Set direction here. I just need a little set direction. There we go. Good. And then stand. Bring the hands together at the heart. Take a nice big full breath. It's not going to work exactly. So let's go back to where we had it. Sorry. Stand by. All right. And now we'll put it all together. So sun salutation B. Chair pose, inhale. Fall down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Maybe chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. And then hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, maybe chaturanga. Downward facing dog, left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Good, hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa. Upward facing dog, and maybe downward facing dog or chaturanga, then down dog. So breathe here. We're only going to do 2 rounds like this, and then we're going to change it up to dancing warrior. So hold here, a few breaths. Extending the shoulders, lifting the tailbone, breathing deep. And then up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Inhale. Stand. Bring the hands together to the heart. Exhale. Good. Big full breath. And just one more cycle like that. I'm going to change it up. Similar, but a couple more poses mixed in. So chair pose. Inhale. Fold down, forward. Exhale. Extend the spine. Inhale. Step back or jump back. Exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. First, take it up behind. Bring it forward with breath. Inhale, reach up. Warrior one. Exhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. Stretch. Good. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Hold it and breathe. Anytime you need to, child's pose, you drop to your knees, put your head down, take a few breaths. Anytime you need to drop to child's pose, you can. But otherwise, down dog is your rest. Doesn't always start out that way, but it becomes a resting pose. One more breath. And up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Standing up, bring the hands together at the heart. Exhale. Full breath. Now we go into what's called dancing warrior, which is basically sun salutation B with a couple extra, same thing we just did, but just with a couple extra poses. So chair pose first. Inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Good. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. And this time, warrior two, open up, exhale. From here, just pause, be in warrior two for a moment. First one, medium pace. Then back arm down, right arm up and back, stretch it. Good, and then forward, forearm to the thigh, left arm over the ear for me. That's where that's working. Breathe deep. And then back, you can always go to the floor. Back up, warrior two. And then let it go. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, same sequence. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up. And then warrior two, open up. Pause and breathe. Shoulders down. Upper body sinks down. Pull the upper body back if you can. So ultimately you want your torso straight up and down. All right, so back. You can kind of pull that back arm back there a little bit. Now back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. One more inhale. And then forward, forearm to the thigh. And then you can also go to the floor. That would be fine too, but extend, feel that whole side stretch and breathe deep. One more inhale. And then come on back up, warrior two. And let it go. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Good. Pause here, breathe. Alrighty, up on the toes again. Walk softly or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. And then stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. We're going to do 2 more rounds. I'm going to do 1 normal, and then we're going to add Navasana for the 3rd one. So let's see if we can flow through that together. Chair pose first, inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step back or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Stretch. Very nice. Hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Oh, well, that was totally wrong. Left side. All right, well, I'm going to change direction here. Warrior 1. I forgot the whole Warrior 2 and Dancing Warrior experience. So we'll just throw in another regular Sun Salutation B and go back to our Dancing Warrior. Downward facing dog. As you can see, every so often, there's a black hole in my mind that totally forgets everything and resets. 1 more breath here in down dog. And then up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, inhale. And then stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Since that was my mistake, we'll skip one of them. We'll go right to our 3rd one, add Navasana. So if it's harder for you, you can be happy about that. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale, and then sit down from there as you exhale. Legs up. So here we go, about 30 seconds. Lifting the upper body up, abdomen really strong, shoulders down, breath smooth. If you can, start lifting the legs. So holding Navasana or boat pose, doing the best you can. You're about 15 seconds in, maybe a little bit taller. 10 more seconds. Remember, the jump back is the hard part. 1 more big inhale, lift up. And we've been working on this. So you cross the legs, set the hands, lean forward, engage the abdomen, and shoot those legs back. Float them back. Up, upward facing dog, down dog. Right, Ted, don't forget the poses. Right leg up, bring it forward. Warrior 1 first. And then Warrior 2, open up to the side. Woohoo, we did it. And then back arm down, right arm up and back, stretch. Oh, and then forward, forearm to the thigh or hand to the floor and reach. And then back up, Warrior 2. And let it go, hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. And bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach. Warrior 2, open. Reverse warrior, back arm down, left arm up and back, stretch. Good. Forward, reach, extend, and then back up, Warrior 2. And let it go. Hands down, leg back, Vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Good. Pause there. Breathe. If you need a little break, you can always rest in child's pose. But breathe whenever you decide. Good, smooth, even breaths. Good. And then right leg when you're ready. Take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward to the hands. Turn the back foot flat. Come to Warrior 1. And this time, push the front leg straight. Hands to the waist. Step the back foot closer, angle it forward. Parshvottanasana here. So, I don't know what there's some English name for this. Pyramid pose, maybe, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, what you want to do is have your hips square to the front of your space here, your mat. And then you have a few options with your arms. You could just keep them on the hips, that would be fine. If you can, you grab the elbows. Third option is palms together, reverse namaste. So from here, palms together, flip the arms right side up. That might not work for you, which is totally fine if it doesn't work. You do the best you can. From here, we're going to pull the shoulders back. Take a big inhale, lift the heart up, and then fold down, forward, exhale. So we're just going to spend a few breaths here on the hamstrings, the front hamstrings. Soften and breathe. And notice as soon as I kind of go down, I lift my toes up. It engages my foot. And if I can engage my foot, then I can extend, feel more stable. I can extend my spine a little more and my upper body and maybe bring it down closer. All right, just do the best you can and breathe. A few more breaths. And I do have a slight bend in that standing leg. It's not totally locked out. I hyperextend just a tad, so I don't like to lock out my knee joint often. One more breath. And then come on back up from there, and let's move into Warrior 3. So you come right up to Warrior 3, release that arm variation and hold it. And breathe. Abdomen strong, breath smooth, arms forward from there if you can. I'm going to do our half moon and reverse half moon sequence. So arms back out to the side. Open up the hips. So right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Stretch and hold. If you can, if you're comfortable, look up at that top thumb. But definitely breathe. Good. Go ahead and look down from there. Come on back up to Warrior 3. This is a tricky balance transition. Jason's my transition guy. Lift that back leg up, lengthen the upper body as you turn and twist and breathe. Reverse half moon pose. So lengthen up and twist. Good, one more big inhale, twist. And then both feet down. Shake out the standing leg for a moment. Just give it a little shake. And then right down into our squat. So from here, feet apart, shoulder distance-ish. And then we're going to squat down into what's called malasana, or squat pose. So palms together here. Lift the upper body up, breathe deep, pause. And if you're on your toes, obviously totally fine to be on the toes. So wherever your body naturally falls is fine. A couple breaths, and then we're going to throw in crow pose. We're not going to do a load of arm balances today. We'll throw them in a little bit towards the end of this sequence here and there. But right now, if you want to take crow to headstand or crow to handstand, that's totally fine. Otherwise, just crow pose, or you can even stay in the squat. It's a great pose. So if you're doing the arm balance at the hands, and I'll do the headstand sequence this time. How about that? So setting the hands, knees up onto the arms, lean forward. If you're going to go to headstand, you bend the arms a bit, drop the head down, and then take the legs up. And breathe. And I don't spend too much time. I don't really, the neck is kind of sensitive, so I don't spend too much time on the neck. Bending the knees if you're up, back to your arms. If you can, pop yourself back up. The hard part is holding, getting back to your crow, and then shoot the legs back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing arm. Meet us downward facing dog. You can fold forward if you were in the squat. Take an extra moment here, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. All right, left leg when you're ready, take it up. Bring it all the way forward, turn the back foot flat. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale, and then push the leg straight. Hands to the waist. So hands to the waist, step the back foot closer, angle it forward. Good. From here, at your waist, you can grab your elbows behind you, or you can even do reverse namaste. And I always set it up so that the palms are down, and then I take the hands away from the body a little bit, keep the fingertips together to turn back up, and then I push back up that way. So that's my way of getting in there. It's not exactly super easy for me, but when I first did it, I thought I was going to break my forearms. So at least I'm not breaking my forearms or my wrists. Lift up nice and tall, take a big inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Stretch. And breathe. So really feel what it feels like. One of the great things about the yoga practice is it keeps us present in the moment. Good. A few more breaths. You're spreading the toes, lifting the toes up, stretching. Good. Come on, back up and then into warrior three. Go ahead and release those arms. That's a hard stretch for a while. Flex the back foot. Breathe deeply. Arms forward. Drive the leg back. Good. Then slowly open up. Left hand down, right arm up. And this is a good opportunity for your block too. If you were using a block and you had one half moon pose, go ahead and look up at that top thumb if that's okay. Keep breathing deeply. Good. Now look down. Here's the transition. Come back up to warrior three, and then right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Reverse half moon pose, twist. Driving that back leg back, twist up a little bit more. Good, one more big inhale, turn. And then both hands and feet down. Shake out the leg again. And then we'll squat down again. Slightly different squat, so this time I want you to come onto the toes. So bring the heels together, toes apart if you can. And then come down like that. So we're coming down on the toes. Heels will come apart like that, but at least it gives you a little bit of sense of centeredness or groundedness there. Palms together, breathing deeply. And we're going to do a little twist and wrap. So I'm going to start with my right arm. It goes down, so I got to turn the arm under, reach it in front of and underneath the leg. And then my left arm wraps around to clasp this leg. And lengthen the upper body up and twist and turn up and breathe. So you're turning the opposite way of your wrap if you're wrapping. And with this one here, you can stand. It's not quite like a pistol squat, but you can stand. So I'm going to lean to the left leg for me. Still have my right leg wrapped, but then slowly standing up with that leg wrapped like that. Breathing deeply. It's tricky balance. If this standing thing is just science fiction, then forget about it. Forget about it. Back to the center, and then back to the center and breathe. If your legs are fatigued, you can always straighten them for a moment. It's so funny. My friend, who's a runner, Christine, she's in New York, and she works for the New York City Roadrunners Club, and she posted a picture of her running outside with a mask on. Left arm, you're going to wrap it, and go ahead and take it under this way and wrap it around that way. Lengthen the upper body, twist and turn, and breathe. It was two photos, and her one photo was her in the mask, and the other photo was a freeway sign that said, outside without a mask, forget about it. I think she was in Brooklyn. I don't know. It was really funny though. Lengthen up, twist up. Good. And now look down if you're going to stand. And remember, you have to stabilize the standing leg. There's no chance you're going to get up there on the toes, but you stabilize that standing leg. And then slowly, whoa. And it doesn't always work, but push up. There you go. And breathe. So obviously you need some shoulder flexibility to be able to do this, to be able to wrap the leg like that and just hang up there. And if you have it, great, come on down. If not, great, then we're all coming down. Go ahead now, straighten the legs, hang forward here, breathe. Gonna go back to a crow, offer the opportunity for a crow pose one more time in crow if you want it. If not, you're back into your squat. And then yesterday was Diane, I think her name is Diane or Deanne or something, I forget. I was looking for a crow to handstand, so he did it yesterday. But one more time in crow, and I'm going to try to shoot for handstand. It didn't work yesterday. Make sure I'm not going to hit anything if I fall. But crow to crow or crow to headstand again if you want to work on that. I'm going to try crow to handstand. See if it works this morning. And breathe. Oh yeah, there we go. Whoa, no. It doesn't always work. That was pretty close. All right, go ahead and step back. Hop back, vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Good, pause for a moment. Downward facing dog, bend your right leg, push the left heel down. So you're stretching the back of that leg. With that crow to handstand, just in case you're at that level, you know, the idea is really to get all the strength in your arms and get up to that handstand. Apparently my balance has been off the last couple of days, which is why I haven't been able to lock down the handstand. Right leg, when you're ready, take it up behind you. And this time you're going to open that hip, bend the knee. You're going to open the hip, bend the knee, and then if you can, you're going to flip all the way around. So flip around. I think I used to call this the wild thing in Anusara yoga. Lift up, lean back, breathe deep. Anusara, that guy. I'll tell you, I have no tolerance for people who just take advantage of the vulnerable. Just, such bums me out so much. One more inhale, lean back, and then fold, come all the way around, swoop the legs in. Turn the back foot flat again, warrior one, and this time warrior two. So here's my theory about yoga. So yoga is a great body movement exercise to help your body heal, to increase flexibility, to increase strength, core strength. And oh, by the way, one of the most important things is you're going to let go of stress. And sometimes stay in warrior two, sometimes going into a class, you want to be in a safe environment. You want to be able to let go of any stress. A lot of people come to yoga because they have some sort of stress, some sort of trauma that might have happened to them or something like that. Go ahead now, reach forward. You're going to wrap that back arm, come down, and then see if you can go all the way into the wrap. And so as a teacher, I think it's your responsibility to provide a safe environment for someone to cry, for someone to release that stress, for someone to let go of it, right? And then there's some teachers that just take advantage of these vulnerable state of being for some people, and I swear it just makes me want to rip their heads off. I know that's totally not yoga-like, but it really does. Lengthen the upper body, twist and turn up, strong back leg. Good, one more breath. And then back up to warrior two, and then just let it go. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa. So for those of you that don't know, I guess a year and a half ago it was, I became a USA triathlon certified coach. Left leg up behind you, open it up, bend the knee. In fact, maybe some of you have had my coaching. But one of the things that you have to do with that, so opening up that hip, bend the knee, is you have to take a program called Safe Sport. Go ahead and open it up and push the hips up and breathe deep. And it's really cool because it talks about, sexual abuse and, emotional abuse and what's called power imbalance, right? Lifting the upper body up, hips up, one more inhale, and then come on back around, swoop that leg forward, turn the back foot flat, warrior one, and then warrior two. And then one of the things is that when there is a coach and there is an athlete, that's a power imbalance. So a coach and an athlete should not be fooling around. And the coach could be put in jail for doing it, depending on the situation, right? And because you're breaking this code ethics, and it just really bums me out. Anyway, I'm sorry to go into that, but it just reminded me of the Anya Sara guy. Back arm around, and go ahead and come forward, twist up, and then we're gonna just respect. That's all we want to have, right? We just respect people, regardless of what you do or who you're doing it. And just because you teach yoga doesn't mean that you're some special person. You know what I mean? Lengthen the upper body up, twist up, and breathe deep. I can't stand these people who think they're godlike. It's just crazy. Lengthen up, breathe deep, twist up. Couple more breaths. Good, one more breath. And then back up to warrior two. And let it go. We're all just human beings moving through life. That's it. And no one is any better than anyone else. Some people might be able to do things differently, or some people might be faster runners, but doesn't make them better people. Just because I could do handstand doesn't mean I'm better than anybody else. So silly. Doesn't mean I'm mightier than anybody else. Downward facing dog from here. Palms flat, breath smooth, lift up. And then, actually, Instagrammers, I'm going to lose you for a moment. So here's what we do. When that happens, because I'm going to restart the live feed, we go into low plank for a minute, which gives me time to do it. So drop to the forearms, tuck the toes, straighten the legs back. Timer begins right now. So you guys stay here in low plank, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this feed, and then I'm going to restart it. So you guys will just have to find me again. And now, share to story, and then re-go live again. And checking connection. You are now live. All right, you're exactly 30 seconds into your plank pose, friends. Breathing deeply. If you want, let's do some mountain climbers. Let's make it 1 minute and 15 seconds, and we'll do the last 30 seconds of mountain climbers. Right knee to the right tricep, left knee to the left tricep. Keep it going. Abdomen strong, breath smooth. 15 seconds to go. Good, 5 more seconds. Abdomen strong. 3, 2, 1. Dolphin pose. This is the hard one. Dolphin pose. Lift the hips up. Walk the feet a little closer if you can. Get the palms flat and the forearms down. And breathe and push the shoulders back. Good. So stay there. I'm going to grab my block. And then those of you that feel like you can kick up from dolphin pose, go ahead and kick up into Pinchamayurasana here. If you want to kick up, and keep pushing up. The rest of you just stay in dolphin and keep working the shoulder stretch. Breathe deep. One more breath. Okay. downward facing dog from there. Push the arms straight, and then drop to the knees. All right, sit back onto the heels. Actually, sit back onto the toes. So sit back onto the toes, shoulders down, breath smooth, stretching the feet here, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up, stretch it out. Yeah, it's funny, just one more note about that topic, which is this imbalance, and it's funny how people get empowered by celebrity, or they get empowered by fame, or they get empowered by money. They get empowered by things that should not be empowering in the least bit, right? It's so crazy. But then on the other side of that coin is that, if you find yourself looking up to somebody and kind of putting them on this crazy pedestal, that's really your responsibility to avoid that too. Reach up, lean back, take a nice big inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Because it's a two-way street for sure. That person is definitely buying into this own crazy identity. But then, we might be giving them that identity, right? And making it easier for them to have it. Downward facing dog. We got one other standing sequence to do. But in down dog, take a moment. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. We did not do the left side hip opener thing. So left leg up, open it up, breathe deep. Good. And then flip it over, push the hips up. Did we do this? We may not have. Breathe. I don't remember this view right here, so I don't think we did do it on the side. Lift up. Greg's gonna let me know for sure. And then slowly come on back around. Swoop the leg forward. Turn the back foot flat, warrior one, and then warrior two. Except I forget what we did here. Oh well, we'll figure it out. From here, I think we went right into a wrap. So left arm under, right arm behind, clasp and hold. Lengthen the upper body up, twist up, and breathe deep. Strong back leg, lifting that back arch. A few more breaths. Good, looking down. Come on, back up, warrior two. And then let it go. Hands down, take the leg back. Vinyasa lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Let me just check my time. Hold downward facing dog. Couple moments. Yeah, I did want to do one more standing sequence here. So go ahead and come up on the toes when you're ready. Walk softly to the hands. Extend that spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. And then all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. So this one's going to be a little bit of a combination of the standing pose and arm balance. So let's see if we can do it this way here. So what you're going to do, standing, I'm going to stand on my left leg. So we're going to do a whole, basically I'll show you first. So we're going to start in this pose here, where we come down, standing one-legged chair. Then we're going to bring the left hand to the hip. Then we're going to take the right leg up. We're going to open it up to the side, come back to the center, hold it there a few breaths. Then we're going to bring that leg back and go right down into the arm balance. All right, so we'll do it together. Do the best you can. If all this stuff is just crazy, then tree pose. Right, at any point you can go to tree pose. Balancing on one leg is really good for your mind, keeping your mind calm-ish and relaxed. So that's really important. Good for you. All right, here we go. So standing on the left leg and step back a little bit, so maybe halfway, because if you're going to do the arm balance, you're going to need some space so that you can get your hands flat down in your down dog position. From here, go ahead and hook your right ankle on top of the left knee. Bring the palms together. Pause. Bend the standing leg, draw the hips back. And then you should be feeling a stretch in your right side hip flex, outer glute. From there, take the arms up, reach them up, breathe deep. Good, then come down for a moment, stretch a little deeper into that hip. Then left hand to the hip, grab the right big toe. Now you're going to stand back up. So this is where if you needed to go to tree, go to tree. But if you can straighten that leg forward, straighten it forward, breathe. Good, now out to the side. So just a few breaths in each position. Good, back to the center. And now you're going to hold that leg up, so release it. Take both arms up, couple breaths. Good, now you're going to bend that knee, hook it across the, bend your top knee, hook it across the bottom knee again, and then palms together, arms up, if you can, into the arm balance. So this is where your arms create a shelf. So my right tricep is on my right knee, left tricep on the foot. Lean forward, balance. If you can, take that back leg up. A few breaths. Jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. There you have it. All right, if the arm balance was not for you, just go ahead and stand up. Shake out the legs for a moment. We're gonna do the other side. Same thing, you'll get a better view. So one thing is, just to be aware of, if you're giving the arm balance a try, you want to make sure that when this arm comes down into the ankle here, it will slide to the toes, and you have to flex the toes here in order to keep, that's a good clamp, so to speak. If I don't, I slide right off. So you got to think about flexing the toes in that arm balance. We're going to go to the other side. Starting on, for me, this is my right leg. And then left ankle hooks like this, flexing that foot, palms together, sink down. Hope everybody's okay regarding the siren there. Arms up from there, hold it and breathe. First, our standing portion. So go ahead and come down, right hand to the hip, left hand grabs that big toe. Come on up. And remember, tree pose is your option if you're newer or just not feeling this today. It's fine. Left leg forward, then out to the side from there. Good. Now back to the center. Leave it there. Hold, arms up, breath smooth. Good, one more inhale, and then ankle back to the knee, and then bend forward, and right into the arm balance if you can. So here's where the toes really flex, and then you lean in, balance on the arm if you can, back leg up, hold it, a few breaths, and then jump back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Very nice. Drop to the knees. Child's pose. Take a few breaths. That was a harder sequence to get through there. A few breaths. All right, and then back up to Ustrasana. Camel pose. We're going to do 2 of these here and then go onto our back and do just a couple more back bends. So we'll start with an easy half camel pose. Right hand down here, left arm up, reach it up, lean back and stretch. Oh. gonna go to the other side. So abdomen strong, come forward, switch sides. Same thing, you gotta make sure it's okay on your back. If you're doing this stuff, it's easy in yoga to go too deep, too far, too fast and injure yourself. And make sure you avoid that. Good, abdomen strong, slowly come forward. And child's pose for a moment. Good, and then one more time. Come on up again. And this time you could do the half again. You could do a couple breaths on each side, or you can go back to the full back bend. And here, and I'm tucking my toes again. I guess I could point them flat now. Feel a little bit warmer. Lift the upper body up, lean back. Go to the heels, one heel at a time. Drive the hips forward, lift the heart up, breathe. And slowly come forward, abdomen strong, and go ahead and come on down. Good, let's cross the legs, lie on the, I might have to move this a little bit, just for some shade. I think I'll be all right. I'll just move my body down here. Let's do a little bit of abdomen. So a little bit of abdomen before we go into our, oh, you know what, let me move that. I'm just gonna move this a little bit. So my head doesn't need to be getting in there. That's the way to be better. All right. And then abs. So let's do some regular yogi bicycle. So just lift the head, start going back and forth. Let's do 50 times. Call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Good. Pull the knees in. Circles in the lower back. Good. And then let's do a little bit of side to side. So a little kind of a metronome type thing here with your legs. Just move that out of the way. Take the legs up and then flex both feet if you can. And we're just gonna go halfway down one side and then back to the center, halfway down the other side. So abs, halfway down one side, up, halfway down the other side. Keep that going. Inhale, exhale. That was 3. If you feel stronger, you can go lower. That'd be fine. Inhale. Good. Up and over. Let's do 3 more on each side. Over. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. I lost count. That's good. Pull the knees in, give them a squeeze. One more little ab thing, and then a couple more back bends. So, oops, let's do side. Make sure I didn't hit any wrong buttons. Side crunches. So side crunches, basically like this. You kind of bottom arm straight down, top arm behind the head, come up and crunch. Let's do 25. Why not? You do the best you can. 25. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Switch sides. Same thing again. Same thing again. Other side. Bottom arm straight. These are going to be harder, so you do the best you can. Lift up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Good. Onto the back. Pull the knees in, give them a squeeze. Drop the feet down, lift the hips up, and take bridge pose. A couple breaths here. Just gonna do 2 back bends. We did 2 earlier. Not a huge back bend practice today, but just lift up a little bit taller and breathe. Good. And then slowly come on down. Pause there, take a couple breaths. And then from here, go ahead and come up again. Bridge or wheel if you want that full back bend. Now's your chance to take the full back bend. Take the arms back. Come up on the hands, push the arms straight. One more breath. Good. Slowly come on down. We're going to do a couple stretches from here first. Pull the knees in, give them a squeeze, circles on the lower back. Massaging that lower back. Oh, I know we mentioned we might do brunch, but I realized we have too much to do, so we couldn't do a brunch today, but we will eventually. I promise you. I keep saying that, but eventually, I promise we'll do a brunch after yoga. So from here, you're going to take your right ankle to the left knee, reach in, and then pull down and back. But we got some rearranging to do, some housework to do today. So a nice little stretch here, a couple breaths. We are going to go to pigeon, but this is just a little stretch. And then switch sides. Same thing, few breaths. Good, and now go ahead and rock up to a seat, forward and back, forward and back. A few times. And then we're gonna go right into pigeon pose. And if you are a handstander and you wanna kick up into handstand, now's the time. So we're just gonna do 2 minutes on each side in pigeon pose. So pigeon is this here. We're one leg bent, one leg back, and you're like this here in pigeon. We're gonna go 2 minutes. And if you wanted to do handstand, then you can go ahead now and spend 2 minutes at your wall, kicking upside down, having some fun. I'll do a handstand with you guys too. So timer's begun in pigeon pose. So if you're there, just chill out, relax. If I go into handstands, I'll show you how that's done. I'll give you a little handstand clinic here for the moment. It's all about your fingers and your abdomen, truthfully. Let's just do this here. The idea is engage the abdomen and clamp down the fingertips as you kick up. So if you're at the wall, you can just go ahead and kick up. But if you're working on your balance, the idea is to have the fingers spread and the palms flat. These are your claws, right? They're kind of like your feet, but they're more like claws, I think. And then you take one leg up and you just kick up like that. I know that seemed to be a little bit easier, but the idea is to get the hips up above your wrists. And if you noticed, I led with one leg and then met both legs. So that's kind of the idea. And you know, if you're at the wall, then it's totally fine and come back off the wall. But you want to inch further and further away from the wall if you can. So just a couple more. If you want, kick up again. Same thing. And I always kind of try to find the balance first. And if once you kind of feel it, you got to push down into the fingertips. And that helps you from going too far over. Right? And then from there, breathing. Good. And then coming down, and we're approaching 2 minutes. So your 2-minute hip stretch, you can switch up, and then if you were just in handstands, you can kind of wrap it up. And now I'll just set the timer again, flipping sides. And if you're with me, we'll do 1 minute on each side. If otherwise you're on your second side in pigeon pose, go ahead and hang out there for a moment. And I'll let you know here when we get a minute, and then we'll switch. Great practice today, everybody. I assume great practice today. But I'm working on a couple little things. I'm putting together, last night actually, I worked on it for a long time. It's part of why I didn't sleep that well. But working on a membership site for all of us, right? So we'll be able to be there for free, and then I'll give you some paid options here. And but we'll be able to do workshops and go live and do all kinds of fun stuff in there. So I'm figuring out all the details there. And then also Zoom stuff for workshops. So, and the cool thing about Zoom, that's 1 minute. So switch sides if you're like me and you just did the handstands, then you switch and you just do 1 minute. The cool thing about the Zoom is that I can see you, and then I can do corrections, right? I can look at you and go, oh no, turn your foot this way or turn your foot that way. Like that's one of the, besides the community factor of being in a studio and being with real people, it's the correction. Hopefully you have a decent yoga teacher. They're coming and they're saying, oh no, turn your arms this way or turn your foot that way, or engage your abdomen this way and relax your face or whatever. And that's the idea. And so there's power in that, and there's value in that, and I want to make sure that I create an opportunity for you guys to have that if you want it, right? But don't worry, I'll be announcing all these things as I figure it out, because this whole thing has totally changed what's going on. So, which is exciting. I'm super excited about it, and looking forward to building an online community, you guys. I love it. It's so fun. Last couple breaths. And then come on up from there. Bring the legs forward, shake them out for a second. And we're gonna do our seated forward bend. So butt out to the side, flex the feet back, reach up, fold forward. One more final announcement about our donation process. So that's all you business. So thank you so much, all the people who've been doing that consistently. It's such a pleasure, from all kinds of different parts of the world and in the country. Thank you. I can't tell you enough how grateful I am that you've supported me through this process and given us the opportunity to continue moving forward. So I'm eternally grateful for that, which is why I'm working deep into the night to try to create some more cool do together. So from here, you can stay here, or you can go back and take your legs up and over your head for plow pose. Go ahead and take the legs up and back and over for plow. If this does not work for your neck, then that's totally fine. You just stay in the forward bend. From here, take both legs up. A few breaths. Let gravity do the work. Legs out to the side. It's like, what am I trying to say? What are we doing right now? And then bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Taking the legs up from there. And then down over the head. Good. And we're going to come down slowly. And we're going to twist and do our final Shavasana. Go ahead and pull the right knee in. Give it a good squeeze in. Roll to your left side and twist. Good. And switch sides. Same thing. Good. And then back to the center. Shavasana. Final rest here. Just let your feet flop and arms out to the side, eyes closed. So take a solid, 5 or 6 minutes here. Go ahead and take a deep, deep cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Totally, totally relax. Okay, go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, your right hand to your belly. Just pause for a moment here. And then go ahead and start to bend the knees, roll to your right side. Take your time. Pause for a moment here. And then make your way back up to a seated position. We'll do our final moment here in meditation. Cross the legs, sit up nice and tall, palms up, either on your knees or in your lap, whatever is more comfortable. The three kind of fundamentals for meditation: straight spine, even breath, single pointed focus. So let's do that. It's a mental exercise, essentially. Once you get your body set and you have your natural breathing, bring your mind's eye to one point. So traditionally, it was the third eye center, right? But it doesn't really matter so much. Could be the heart center, could be the beach, could be the top of a mountain, could be the swing that you had when you were a kid, that you had, like just someplace pleasant for you. Bring your mind to that point, that moment, right? And inevitably, you're going to be distracted by my voice, by what sounds like the vacuum in my house, by the birds, by your own pets or kids, or whatever it is. The idea is to acknowledge the distraction, not to fight with it. So what you resist persists, right? So if you keep resisting stuff, it's just going to cause this friction. And what you want to do is just let it go. Be this channel for the thoughts that run through the mind, like waves in the ocean. The wave comes in and then it goes back out, and then it comes in and then it goes back out. And so the same thing, the thought comes in and then it goes back out, and it comes in and it goes back out, and the idea, or it goes through, however you want to think about it. But let's just spend 30 seconds longer and developing that sense of training, that sense of awareness in your mind. So when the distraction comes, acknowledge, accept, move on, come back to your focal point. That's the exercise. Go ahead and bring the palms together at the heart. Take a moment of gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you very much for showing up. Thanks for working hard. And I will, as I said, give you some details about that. And it's going to be super fun. I'm super excited about it. We'll be able not only to do yoga in there, but we'll be doing fitness in that little membership community thing that I'm building. We'll be able to do some coaching and some talks and all kinds of fun stuff for everybody. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know for sure. And otherwise, support us if you can. Support your local businesses if you can. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I am taking the day off tomorrow, but I will be right back here on Monday morning. So hope to see you then. And again, you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.